Hey folks, and welcome to this premium analysis. Today we are going to talk about Ethereum versus the American dollar. Okay, so we have Ethereum selling off very nicely. We had a lovely area of supply here. Okay, this is supply because it removed the demand here, tested once, twice. This one removed it, it went down. This is good, so this is where we'd look to sell. Price came to it more or less, and this is where we've seen a nice decline in price. Notice also here that we have very solid market structure like so, and now we've broken the trend line, this being the trend line. So this is also important. What we need price to go below this, and preferably below this. Once that happens, then we have a full-blown downtrend in place. But what we have here, we need to find these swings. This is the most recent high. This is kind of the origin of that point, lower than this one, lower than this one. Okay, and so this is something we have to pay attention to, because price going from, let's say, from here to here and down to here and then going back up to there, this is essentially showing us where we have a buy zone, and the buy zone is somewhere down here. Okay, so this is where we have a buy zone, but looking at this buy zone, you can see that price has traded throughout this area quite a lot. Okay, and so this doesn't give me a lot of confidence in this. So what I want to do in a situation like this is I want to try and look below the noise. Okay, you want to look for where there's clarity in a situation when you have a lot of trading like this. This is chaos here, and this is clarity. Just these clear clarity, all these just these very clear, nice price movements, and you can see that here. But we do have a lot of noise just around here. But on the let's go on the weekly before we get ahead of ourselves. Like Bitcoin, we had a very important price level right here. Okay, and history tells us we have resistance. It goes here. These are ugly swings, apologize. It goes above, and it has not been back to this area here. Okay, so this is really important. Notice as well, this is super important as well. A lot of important things today. When we have price going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, okay? And these wicks going down and down here and there. This is important because we have the top of the order book, which is here. We have the bottom of the order book, which is here. Okay? And what happens there, you have very high liquidity, thick liquidity to sell, and it kind of dries up a little bit. Maybe you even have no liquidity in some price points. And then liquidity thickens up towards the bottom. And this is on both sides like that. Okay, so you have, so this is a spot price here. Okay, so price kind of moving up and down here, kind of thins out the liquidity available here. Okay, and as price goes higher, the interest to sell increases. As price goes lower, the interest to buy increases. Okay, and so you want to pay attention to this. And when you have a lot of price wicks like this and this, and this, all this going on, this is price going up and down like that. Okay, and so when price goes up and down like that, the liquidity available on both sides goes down, and so price has to go further higher to attract sellers and further lower to attract buyers. Okay, so we're going to have to move higher to attract these sellers, and we're going to have to move lower to attract these buyers. Okay, so let's have a look at where these buyers could be hiding. Okay, MT4 crashed for a change, so just had to fix that. Okay, looking here, you can see, let's find we have this. Okay, this is important because this shows us where we have the demand that tested this area. This is an important area. Price turned. We went up to it, we failed once, twice, 3 times, and then we popped north, slingshots pulled back, and then we departed. So what does that mean? That means that the lowest point of the pullback is the area that we want to entertain to begin to buy Ethereum. And you can see that, we let the software update. We've got Ethereum at $1,325. Okay, that's pretty far away. So we go to the daily chart and have a closer dig into that area. You can see as well here, there's a lot of trading there, isn't there? Up and down, up and down, up and down, and I don't like that terribly much, because this is just telling us what we spoke about a second ago, that liquidity thins out nicely once price starts to trade a lot in there, and we have that here. Okay, we do have in here, this is where we had the release here, but also note that we did have this here. This is, if we go like that, we can see here a little bit better. So this is also where we have a departure, and this is the buy zone. So this is also a very interesting area. Okay, so this brings, I mean, this really brings our attention to some very low prices. First one at 1357, and this one at about, well, just shy of $800 per Ethereum. Okay, is this going to happen? It's, I don't know. It could. And we also have other areas that are very interesting. The software found it beautifully. We've got something down here. Before we do that, just to kind of pinpoint these areas. Okay, so we reference this price point here. Okay, we failed and we managed to go through it. The origin of that move is here. The buy zone is here, right there. Okay, so we also have that to, oops. We also have that to deal with. So that was a wrong object there. Okay, so we have these pretty messy, below price. I mean, this is very, very clear. And if we attach a rectangle to that, we actually have this one there, and we've got this one here. We attach our boxes to that and go all the way over. What are these telling us? Alright, so the bottom one is at the 213 price point, and the top one here is at the around 250. So these are really far, and these are beautiful, beautiful areas of demand. The buy zone's really far away. This is where price departed from. This is the demand responsible for doing it. We have a parent, we have a child relationship there. So anyway, long video. Keep your eyes on those levels, and let's see if price manages to wriggle down there in the coming months. Okay, thank you for watching.